To reduce it to three words, I would say, freshness, delicacy, and precision. So 2024 was definitely a challenging vintage for us. It started with a humid winter time, and then followed by spring and summertime with lots of rain, almost rain every day. So we really had to adapt, and it started to lead to diseases that started to appear, really humidity-related diseases, which are mildew and oidium in Burgundy specifically. And so we really, we had to adapt a lot. And also the other issue was that we couldn't really go in the vineyards with the tractor because the tractor is really heavy and the soils were completely wet all the time. So we had to be really careful about those two. We adapted by really having to choose carefully the correct days to intervene and go spray the vineyards to really limit the development of the disease. We also adapted by removing the leaves in the vineyards, effeuillage in French. That was really essential for us to avoid having really dense leaves, dense bushes of vineyards, but instead to really keep the air flowing in the vineyards and to really avoid the stagnation of the humidity in the middle of the vineyards. And we also relied a lot on our team's manual work, which became really important because the tractor couldn't intervene much. So it was important for us to try to be able to be always up to date with the different stages of the work during the whole season to make sure we didn't have any delay, which would aggravate even more the difficulties we had during the season and the spray of the disease and everything. So that was, I would say, the three key elements for us was really to be aware of the weather and to seize the right moments to go and spray the vineyards, then to remove lots of leaves, and then to do lots of manual work and to make sure to stay up to date to not make the conditions even more difficult for us to work. So in the end, we're quite happy with the results. It was lots of effort, it was tiring, it was stressful, but it was quite rewarding. We ended up with producing a half quantity compared to a normal quantity vintage, which is not so bad considering the difficulties we had. So it's we're quite happy in the end. I think customers will be happily surprised about this vintage because it was definitely a tricky vintage for us to produce. But in the end, it's a vintage that shows accessibility. It has gourmandise. It has delightful freshness as well. So despite all the difficulties we had mostly in the vineyards due to the weather conditions, the work in the winery went really well. The vinification went really well. So we ended up with nice colors. We have beautiful structures, balance in the wines. So I think the wines show really nicely already today. And I'm confident they have a beautiful evolution and will taste really nice in the coming years. So that's a tricky question. It's never easy to put a song to a vintage, but it just reminds me of the fact that I had this song in my head during the whole season, and I kept singing it, not every day, but quite a lot. So I thought it would be a nice answer for today. It's the song La Gadou. So it's by Serge Gainsbourg, and it's actually an English singer who sings. It's Petula Clark, I think. And I think it's nice because it explains well that it was all muddy all the time, raining. And so, yeah, every time we worked in the vineyards, we knew for sure that we needed boots and it would be muddy. But I think it was a nice way also to keep things a bit lighter and funnier and to not make it too bad a situation, but have a laugh about it. So I would say like I do.